Greetings everyone, Agion here with another Company Heroes 2 replay. Spawn on the top of right side, or not really top right, but just right side as the US player of Contador aka Toma. Wait, what happened? Well, this looks like some hacker accusations. Versus the Panzer Elite player, Yolanda.
Repair detail ready for action.
What's going on? Please stream? Is this some...
Capture the point here.
Is this some sort of psychological warfare at this point? Let's see. 2 Kaliningrad. I'm just going to perhaps keep an eye out for anything like hacking.
Engineers in the field.
Hacking light. Maybe. Since we believe that he may be hacking light, why don't we just turn on his fog of war?
Send your mission orders.
So this is going to be a bit different because based on the conversation, let's see if he's hacking.
Grenadiers ready for action.
We got Kaliningrad's going capturing. Nothing too crazy. He spotted these engineers. G43s have been built. Another squad of Panzer Grenadiers. Nothing seems out of the ordinary just yet. But then again, I'm not a Company Heroes 1 player, so I may have trouble spotting stuff. But things like map hacks should be possible to spot even to an untrained eye like my own. So let's just go ahead and just see what happens. Let's have fog of war enabled. Follow this person. Does stealth right there. He has vision. And here's the thing as well, with stealthing Kaliningrads, it's a great way for just vision. Just spot everything. So it's one way that people may think there's map hacks when there's literally a stealth spotting guy. Because in Company Heroes 2, I like to go for, like if I'm playing US, I like to go for recon support tactics. The path, they're weak pathfinder squads you can bring in. I just like to deploy one and use the spot for the crappy US mortar teams, because when you have a cheap spotter for cheap mortars, it's really effective, especially versus austere. US riflemen are pushing the way forward, or not. Could try getting inside this building, but there is a handful of windows on the side. I'm staying in heavy cover, but he will be flanked by 2 sides, and this is negative cover on this side. Engineers will get to the cutoff point here. He does spot. He knows there's stuff over here.
Ready to move out.
Taking fire from enemy infantry.
He could be able to hop inside this building here. There are looks like 2 windows on this side, so hopping a squad in there is not necessarily a bad idea. Does hop in a lot of guys inside this building. Way too many.
We must protect our munitions from enemy advances.
Maybe it's just a newbie just not really sure what's going on. But then again, or it could just be withdrawing. He is doing a good job of cutting off, so I don't know. Let's quickly disable fog of war. Just
Forward
completely,
supply lines are broken.
just not having any sort of income for the US player.
Mission complete. Ready for action.
Going for this cutoff point.
Send your orders.
He's just going to play around this cutoff point, and he has captured up these points up here, so he has nearly full map control. The only point he doesn't have is this one, and he's not going to get that one, so no point trying to go
We
for
are
it.
losing territory. We have lost a unit.
Oh, he lost a unit.
Task complete.
Not sure what unit he may have lost.
I've secured the objective.
Honestly, if this was me in Company Heroes 2, I would just keep the Panzer Grenadiers over here. Perhaps deploy some heavy sandbags along this fence, or some right here, and well, then again, Panzer Grenadiers can't simply deploy out sandbags. But it looks like he is. Oh, looks like he is aware that there's actually units over here. Then again, we did have vision, but he may have had a good intuition that there were there.
The enemy is weakening even now.
There were indications beforehand, and counting units would suggest there was units over here because he has spotted them before, didn't see them retreat on back, so he had a good idea that those units were there. But I'll say still, I probably would have just kept those 2 or all 3 Panzer Grenadiers in this area, keep this point, because sure, he may have this area, but he will not have any income. At this point, I'll probably also just keep the Kettengrads to capture up all these points over here.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
It's trying to body block. This is the capture mod. Does get, and there we go. Immediately decaptures it. Very nice.
Ready for new move.
We are losing a sector.
Good job getting the decapture point. 2 Panzer Grenadiers are here, and he just needs to lock down this
Forward
cutoff
supply
point.
lines are broken.
That's all he really needs to do. Send his Kettengrads and other units up here to just capture those points. Sure, he may not have these points, but if his opponent can't make use of them either.
Work done, sir.
And this is definitely going to be a dead engineer squad.
Enemy unit eradicated.
Ooh, getting way too close to that base defense.
Ready for mission complete.
2-2-2. That's going to be a very powerful unit.
Yeah.
His Kettengrad could just camp this general area to spot everything. Nice.
Task complete. Reconcile.
Engineers! Taking small arms fire!
What doctrine would I go for at this point? Honestly, at this point, hear me out. Luftwaffe ground forces. Get out on the Luftwaffe ground forces here and deploy out a flak Irving and lock down this area with a heavy static defense. Then once you get up to points, a flak 88 to lock down from any sort of vehicle advance and across the river as well. Granted, it will be weak to the infantry doctrine, so perhaps wait until you see perhaps something that would spark the sinking gun for infantry doctrine.
We have lost a vehicle.
Ooh. This needs to target that one-man squad. He is. He's going to pull this guy back. It is quite wounded, but there's a lot of Panzer Grenadiers here.
Research has granted us the ability to perform advanced repair.
Ready for combat action.
Advanced repair, and now the second 2-2 out. Look at that repair rate. He's just going to just grind away his opponent to start to remove their manpower with these 2-2-2s. Does get this cutoff point. Currently, there's no munitions income. Oof. Bad positioning there by the Panzer Grenadiers. One squad is pinned. He's trying to get these guys in here. Motor pool's trying to come on up. He's trying to get out a anti-tank gun. And I think it is fully built. Yeah, the flag's waving, so I think the building is fully built. And there goes that engineer squad. One of these this 2-man squad here needs to fall back. It's going to get wiped out. But it does wipe out that squad entirely. Or he's just going to keep it there to distract his opponent. This garrison here, it's going to get ripped apart by these 2-2-2s.
The enemy is weakening even now.
Loses the engineer squad.
Our forward supply lines are broken.
And another 2-2-2s now out on the field.
Making ready for action.
And it looks like the US player is not going to have a whole lot left. I think he may have just gotten AFK at this point.
Panzerfaust! Hit them!
That's going to just enable or disable Fog of War.
Let's go!
Something's being deployed in now, and maybe a Greyhound. So far as I can see, I don't see anything that says would say cheater. Sure, there's maybe something suspicious here, but that could be easily just explained with intuition.
Motor half-track is ready for
Half track?
Attention! The enemy advances. The enemy
It's going for a
stands at 300
quad.
points.
How effective is that versus 2-2s? One of these 2-2s are quite wounded.
We're losing ground out there.
Half track ready.
Two of them are quite wounded. This.
Quad barrel ready. Up.
Let's see how well this does. Does decent damage. Does take out the rifleman squad.
4 barrel ready. Shut up here.
Enemy
And is
unit
Rex
down.
resilient versus the
Taking some heat.
A half track
Forward
was a good
supply lines
option.
are broken.
Didn't realize it's effective versus these 2-2s. So what? Because I'm just used to
Supply
2-2.
lines are broken.
4
We
barrel.
have
The
territory
Computer's
cut off
2
from
logic,
supply.
and which, well, granted, the A half track is also really good versus 2-2s in that game as well. Kaliningrad will likely go down, but he has no infantry left out on the field.
Naval Company has the Royal Squad on point.
Tries to stealth away. Does manage to stealth right there. Yep, predicted a good path. So briefly exposed there.
Wheels and grease ready to go.
You can tell that he's guessing pretty good, but he is being predictable. He needs to go to this corner over here, and that he won't be able to predict that. Or unlikely to. AT gun being deployed. He doesn't have. He needs perhaps also engineer squad, but he needs a bit more manpower as well. Just an engineer squad just to keep his half track repaired.
Our supplies are in. Field repair is now available.
South's gone for armored. Pershing? I don't see the Calliope being all too great at this point in time, so I think Pershing is probably the better path than the Calliope.
Our supply lines are being threatened. Base is under enemy fire.
57mm at your service. Rifle squad taking fire. 57 mil at your service.
Enemy unit down.
Gets a direct hit there with the AT half track. Oh, not AT, but yeah, AT gun, not half track. Let's see, do we got a doctrinal selection over here? Aha, it is Luftwaffe ground forces. But my reasoning is different than the person's reasoning at this point in time. Still, and since we know the person's gone for armored, Flak 88's one right here would be devastating. But granted, we have caster vision. This person does not, unless he sees the AA half track capturing points.
We have 200 points.
And the US player is playing pretty good with the ticket game.
Ammunition point has been captured. Yeah.
He could deploy out some Fallschirmjägers. Kaliningrad could capture this point as well, or spawn some, or spot this area to bring him some Fallschirmjägers to capture some points. Both the A half track and the 2-2
We are
goes
losing
down.
ammunitions depot.
Light AT half track goes down as well. This machine gun placement is still alive, so he can't just overrun the base with his infantry.
Ready for instructions. Target captured. Task complete.
Using engineers to repair this emplacement.
The Yankees are grabbing our
He's
territory.
upgrading his Panzer support.
The point has been secured.
He may be going straight for Panthers at this point.
Our support command abilities have been upgraded.
We've taken casualties!
Loud and clear. Send.
The Central VP has not been captured. Has it even been captured once this entire game? Greyhound out on the field.
Ready for mission.
We are losing a sector.
Under attack. Return fire. Secured.
Receiving you loud and clear.
He's supposed to just keep those guys there in a very good defensive position.
Jaeger command is now available to aid our worthy cause. Broken.
Send your orders.
Fallschirmjägers are captured at this point.
Enemy
no
forces are attacking our
FG-42
petrol
upgrade just
depot.
yet.
Target area secure. Task complete. Record time.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory cut off from
The
enemy
enemy
has
has
destroyed one of the
Kaliningrad.
Kampfgrupp's vehicles.
Your men are barely needed. Don't
Will go down, no problem. Perhaps you should bring out Bergen tickets just to recover that half. Kaliningrad.
Americans are seizing territory from us.
Kaliningrad will be decaptured at this point, but the Greyhounds will quickly get rid of it because it has no health. Out of control stealth. That's sort of just humorous. He activates stealth mode, it gets out of control while stealth mode, and he's not sure if it goes down or not.
Squad ready for orders. Send your mission
FG-42s
orders.
have been completed. He's probably just going to keep them here and camp this point. Tank busters now available, but Panthers are going to be also available. And he also has enough manpower as well. By the time this gets, it is a fast research. But give him about 1 minute from now, he'll be able to deploy out some Panthers.
Fallschirmjäger here.
He may get spotted there. He does get spot one of the models, but none of those bullets hit. Since all those bullets miss, it didn't keep him from recamouflaging.
Send your mission orders.
The enemy
Of course,
is
they spot
attempting to
those
seize a fuel point from us.
Greyhounds, so you immediately evacuate the Panzer Grenadiers away from the Greyhounds. Full retreats them now, and he will be spotted, but looks like he won't be chased down, or at least not exactly
Achtung.
effectively be
The
chased
enemy is
down.
impacting Kampfgruppe victory point.
Go ahead with orders!
Ooh, and ripping apart that squad there.
Target is ours.
Waiting for orders!
Fallschirmjägers try to recamouflage. Do recamouflage in time? Ooh, they need to fall back now. They stalled out for long enough. The Panthers will be here momentarily. You could also deploy out some butterfly bombs if you wanted as well. Says to retreat on back, just fall back, bring in the Panthers, and push on forward. He has no counter to the Panthers. He has one AT gun, and that's it. The Panthers can easily encircle it. I'm not sure if we even see sticky bombs
losing
yet.
a munitions depot to the enemy.
Taking effective enemy fire.
Ooh, good hit there.
Hunter battle groups are now available to enter the conflict. We must protect our munitions from enemy advances.
He has plenty of infantry, though I don't think he ever got base H heals yet. Yeah, he's getting them now. A little bit late, in my opinion, but he has his Panthers out right now. Perhaps maybe he should try establishing a forward HQ at this church. Be a good, solid defensive position for his infantry as well as forward healing.
Defensive operations have been upgraded.
He doesn't have a whole lot of tickets, so I really disagree with these Panthers going this far, this direction. He has a second M1 AT gun. It's a good hit there on the AT gun. And sticky bombs are trying to be deployed. Does roll a bounce there. Has maybe some butterfly bombs in this area. And does get decrewed there. And immediately destroys the AT gun. If he destroys that machine gun nest, he can be able to bring in his infantry. But he needs to capture this central VP. But these guys are severely wounded and on negative ground. These Greyhounds could quickly take out this Panzer Grenadier squad, but he may just need to sacrifice it. He does decapture it. How is that guy not dead? How is he not? Yeah, should have been dead. Right from making their advance.
Task complete. This is Panzer. Confirm. Ready for orders.
Ooh, that guy was severely wounded.
Enemy fire. Damage. Panzer.
Ooh, engine damage, that's not good, and the rear armor is exposed. Greyhound looks like it has deployed out mine, or tried to deploy out a mine. Is deploying out a mine. Main gun destroyed. And goes down to the Greyhound itself. We've got global repairs being activated. The mine is here. Rolls a miss.
Panzer, stand by for target.
He sees the global repair now, so now he knows it's safe to bring in some, what's it called? Flak 88s. Ooh, mastery of all his infantry as well. And he doesn't have a whole lot of tickets. But if he retreats back to those landmines, ooh, wow, that squad literally ran around that mine in between these mines. But this AT gun will lose a model there. And does not lose that squad.
The enemy has moved against one of Germany's victory points.
Another AT gun. He needs to make a towards send one squad just to capture that central VP. He needs to get the decaptured as soon as possible. One Greyhound does go down. Panther super wounded. And does go out of control right there.
Lost a Panzer.
The US AT guns in this game are very effective, that's for sure.
Losing a munitions depot to the enemy.
And looks like he does not have AT grenades. Triple VP. I say the Panzer Elite player really just threw away his game. He had such a powerful position, and he never solidified it.
Potential strafing rounds down to 100 points.
I would say
the enemy is seizing our territory.
I would say he should have deployed out Luftwaffe ground forces just to get out the Flak Irvings, just to suppress these squads, and the Flak 88s would have destroyed his opponent. The Greyhounds would advance, as long as there's Flak Irving nearby, the infantry couldn't advance either. And not many people deploy out. Oh, he went for armor, so he could still got Calliopes.
Blood on the door handle.
They are using a lot of them lately.
Good hit there. And global repairs have been activated.
Squad, ready, go ahead.
Good hit there. And now with triple veteran save the global repairs, he's going to try to out-tank the Panzer truck, and he's going to be successful. No AT grenades to hit these units. Does stop the capture there, and Central VP is decaptured as well. Does lose that entire squad, but now here comes the Panthers. There's still this mine over here, but I think this Greyhound's going to go down. Rolls a miss. And this Greyhound's not going to escape. Oh, but these Panthers are just straight up missing. There may be some... Does take out this AT gun. Does find a landmine there, but did not go out down. And he actually will escape? I was not expecting him to actually escape on out.
Send your orders.
The Fallschirmjäger squad is still alive. AT gun has him spotted, so I can get one sticky bomb off. And oh, that might actually get both of them. Nope. It was literally inside of them, so I thought the sticky bomb would splash and hit both. He still has his Fallschirmjäger squad. It's a very effective anti-infantry squad. And he's approaching enough munitions for another butterfly bomb drop, so he could perhaps drop some butterfly bombs here.
Ready to move out.
Enemy found. Squad ready.
He needs to get his Fallschirmjäger inside this church. And looks like the Fallschirmjägers will get inside the church in time. Was that an AT gun? I think that was the AT gun. There's only one window on the side as well, so it's a little bit too late for the church, I guess. But it will always stop him from capturing this point, because if he approaches this point, it's going to be hit by more rifles. And in fact, that AT gun will open up another spot for another gunner to get on this side of the church. That Panther needs to fall back. It's going to get sticky bombed. He does avoid getting sticky bombed right there. This one is fully repaired. It's also sitting on top of some butterfly bombs. Fallschirmjägers have lost the first model there. Panthers getting some good hits there. And these Panthers perhaps need to start retreating back this direction. They're going to get sticky bomb? Nope, they will not. There is now Pershing out on the field as well. And these Panthers are just... Oh, notice Fallschirmjäger squad. 2 Fallschirmjägers are good for anti-infantry, that's for sure. He has about the Pershing. He's also at supply cap, population cap, so perhaps maybe he needs... Nah. I want to see flak 88s, but it's probably not going to happen. Fallschirmjägers can't deploy our Panzerfaust. And does connect there. Global repairs have been activated. Petrik's hitting the Pershing. Pershing getting some good damage onto this Panther here. So is the AT gun. We'll be swerving around that guy. And rear armor hits there by the Pershing, but the Pershing's receiving rear armor hits as well. Panther just needs to stay behind that house. Very nice. Panzer truck is in this building. He's retargeting. No, he's hitting. Going to be hitting that Greyhound. The Panzer truck squad will need to fall back. This squad is very wounded as well.
The Americans
Riflemen
are
will make their
countering a
advance.
sector, now use the feared Luftwaffe ground forces. We have lost a unit.
Heavy Panzer, ready.
We have destroyed
Oh,
an
he lost that
enemy unit.
one-man squad there.
Heavy Panzer, take
But the Greyhound does go down. We'll be capturing that central VP.
Stand your orders!
We are losing ground.
Man standing by!
And the Fallschirmjägers are going to get wiped out. Probably from the Rifleman squad? Yes, it does go down. Panthers are both severely wounded.
keep it moving.
Receiving you loud and clear.
The Fallschirmjäger squad needs to just go around the flank and try to get to that point, but it's way outdone. Pershing's super wounded. Panthers are super wounded.
We can use
Bounce to both
Luftwaffe
sides.
ground forces to
This
take
guy
the fight to the
can't-
enemy.
And
We have lost a bunch
oh, out of control.
They are on the brink
Does
of
get a good
utter
hit
failure.
there, but it doesn't look like looks like the Panzer League player will lose.
Ready to move
Can't
out.
make a. Oh, this point also got decaptured. Was it ever recaptured? How did it get decaptured? I don't see corpses. What happened here?
Target secured.
And playback over? 10 VPs left. Usually, some sort of desync, something like that. Usually, if somebody leaves, it goes like through that somebody's left screen. But either way, this is Agion saying thank you for watching and signing off.